Warning, rated R. Your response is required, and please know that your response is your responsibility. The information shared on this video is explicit, revealing, and intended for mature persons. You will learn how to produce the personal cash flow you want. It has adult language, indicating that financial literacy fundamentals will be revealed to you. The content consists of how to end personal financial struggle in your life. Nudity simply refers to the fact that the naked truth will be exposed. And the violence indicates that you must take action. You must take back your personal income producing power. As we go through the information, I want you to think about the following questions. Number one, is your present earning ability limited or is it unlimited? Number two, what can you do to increase it? And number three, what is your value, your personal value? In other words, how much are you worth? Okay, let me begin by taking a moment to introduce myself. My name is Charles Grant, and I'm co-founder of the Community Cashflow Network. These are just a few photos to show you that I'm a real person with a real life and wife. I'm going to give you a quick preview of what the information on this site is all about. And the short version of that is this. It is about thinking, it's about choices, and it's about realities. Because in life, you get what you get based on the choices you make. Now that's pretty basic stuff, right? You see, the number one personal income producing strategy of most Americans, as well as most people around the world, is to work a job. It's been that way for generations, and it'll probably continue to be that way for the foreseeable future. And that's despite the fact that most jobs keep people jumping out of bed and just over broke. It's amazing, it's unfortunate, and it's a sad reality. But at the same time, it's true. As a matter of fact, I did that myself for about 15 years, and that was enough for me. I stayed long enough to get vested in a pension. You remember those? I mean, can you believe it? Companies used to actually provide a guaranteed retirement income for life. But that was before they wised up and passed that responsibility to their employees by way of 401k plans, IRAs, and other programs like those. It was a smart move for the employers, however it was bad for most employees, but that's a subject for another day. So let's continue. You are about to learn why most people struggle financially, and at the same time, you will learn exactly what you and others can do to break free of the bondage. You can do that once and for all. Having said that, I want you to understand that you are accountable for what you learn. So right now, I want to encourage you to apply the information to your life. It doesn't matter whether you roll with the information that we have laid out here for you, the program that we have in place, or whether you apply it to something totally different. Just make application. Because the action brings about change. And speaking of change, the above photos are from trips that I made to Hawaii and Pebble Beach, which both required action as well as some change. And I believe you know what I mean there. However, those of you who choose to take action and actually do what you are about to learn will have a way to produce a six-figure residual income, part-time from home, or for that matter, from anywhere that you have internet access. You will have a way to take control of your financial life and make many of your dreams come true. I hope by the time you complete this information, it makes you steaming mad or shouting glad. By being steaming mad, I hope that's mad enough to make some necessary changes in your life, or glad that this time the information was shared with you, that someone thought enough of you to share it with you, and that you're ready to apply it to your life. Now, some of you right now might not see how producing a six-figure income is possible for you, but in the short amount of time it takes to go through this information, I believe you'll be able to see it quite clearly. So let's get started. In the United States of America, these are the sobering statistics. Per 100 people reaching age 65, basically retirement, only one has managed to become rich, while an additional 4 have become financially independent. So in the first two groups, 5% of Americans are okay financially. They're able to take care of themselves at retirement. However, another 5% must still continue to work in order to support themselves. And the vast majority of people are either dead or dead broke. Now think about this and project out, where do you want to be at retirement? What about at this time next year or in 5 or 10 years? Where do you want to be? You need to think about that, because these are the results of people who are reaching retirement, and the vast majority have a financial problem. That does not have to be you. These are some major obstacles that hinder our ability to get ahead. And number one is taxes. For most people, taxes eat up 1/3 or more of their available income. And for many people, debt is another 25%, 30%. For many people, 40 to 50% of their income is eaten up in debt. And then you have inflation, tracking at a little above 3% per year. And that's because the purchasing power of the dollar continues to decline as our U.S. government prints more and more money. Now, regarding income producing options, these are two major choices. You have the route of an employee versus that of a business owner. And as you see on the left, employees earn income, and before they get to spend any of that income, our government takes taxes right out of their paycheck. And so employees have to try to do all of their living out of their after-tax income, whereas business owners get to earn income and then spend and then pay taxes on the amount of taxable income that's left, and in many cases it's possible to reduce that all the way to zero. There are many, many deductions that are available to business owners that simply are not available to employees. Financial literacy fundamentals. These are some of the basics of financial literacy that you absolutely must understand. All of us have to produce income, and we operate in a financial climate, and understanding these terms is critical. Number one, assets. These are things that make you money. And what I mean by that is that they put real cash into your real pocket on a regular basis. So by definition, an asset is anything that produces cash flow, that puts money into your pocket. Many people have been taught that a house or a car is an asset. Even your retirement plan, like a 401k, it's an asset. But if you think about it, they don't put real cash into your pocket on a regular basis, like on a monthly basis. Kind of like your paycheck. That's cash coming into your hands. The rest of it is equity-based, value-based. It's not cash flow. And that takes us to the second word, cash flow. That's the net amount of money flowing in. Think about that. Money moving, money flowing in or flowing out. And we're talking about cash that's flowing into your life, into your hands. Monthly spendable cash flow. And we're talking about the net amount that's left over after deducting all expenses. That could be a rental property, and you receive rental income, but you have expenses. And if the income exceeds the amount of your expenses for operating that property, you have positive cash flow, or we simply call it cash flow. Leverage. Leverage are things that give you the ability to do more with them than you otherwise could do without them.